Henry Hardin Cherry Hall stands on the crown of the hill that has been the symbol of Western Kentucky University since the 1920s. The building is named for the founder and the first president of the university, and since its construction during the Great Depression, it has been the symbol of Western's educational life. In 1948, when Western was still called a state teachers college, Cherry Hall's portico, columns, and the impressive cupola became symbolic of the institution. The building's likeness became part of the official seal of the school. Cherry Hall was the last of the construction projects undertaken by Dr. Cherry. He died before the construction was completed. The classroom and laboratory facilities were open to the classes for the first time in the fall of 1937. An imposing statue of Western's founder stands in front of the building. The statue was commissioned by a group of Dr. Cherry's friends and designed by the noted sculptor Laredo Taft. The statue project was originated in 1928 by admirers of Western's first president and progressed 3 years without his knowledge. A campaign for contributions was launched, and the enthusiastic response paid for the entire cost of the 10-foot bronze figure. Both the statue and the building remain as tributes to a dynamic educational leader's guiding force. Dr. Cherry was an interesting, complex person who had the capacity to inspire both Western's faculty and students. He was an accomplished public speaker who used the school's daily chapel programs in Van Meter Auditorium to instill everyone around him with dedication to the importance of higher education. He was a leader of Kentucky's efforts to establish the normal school. He continued to lead as the 2-year teacher preparation course evolved. Later, his efforts resulted in the 4-year college for teachers. While Western was committed from its beginnings to the value of a broad, liberal education, Dr. Cherry capsulized the efforts of his school with clear objectives. Around 1910, Dr. Cherry wrote, "The Western Kentucky State Normal School exists, that the school children of Kentucky might have life and have it more abundantly." As a result, in 1911, the phrase, "Life, more life," was emblazoned on the college seal. Another well-known phrase originally began as part of one of his best-loved chapel talks called "That Other Thing." Dr. Cherry would reach and seem to grasp some unknown substance from the air. "What is it that I have?" he would ask. "It's all around you. It's that other thing." What he was describing was a spirit, which he inspired himself and which became symbolized by the university's motto, "The Spirit makes the master." This is the second phrase in Western's seal and marks the pylon at the entryway to the university. Founders Day was established to remind the community of Dr. Cherry's high ideals, which are the continuing health of the university today. In 1931, the Western Board of Regents established this Western tradition. Founders Day takes place in mid-November, sometimes very quietly with only posters and flower displays. This year's open house and reception are to celebrate the reopening of renovated Cherry Hall and to observe Founders Day 1974. On the base of the Cherry statue is inscribed Dr. Cherry's birth date, November 16, 1864, and his date of death, August 1, 1937. Two of the slogans on the base beneath the statue are emblematic of the man. One side says, "Educator, inspirer of youth, philosopher," and the other side bears this phrase, "No citizen can turn his back upon the school without turning his back on the flag." Such was the man who inspired students and faculty, who dreamed very ambitious dreams, and who worked so diligently to see that all of them came true.